What's up, guys? This is the Board Game Roamer, and I'm back with an unboxing of Zombicide Green Horde. Now, this is the retail copy. The way that CMON has done it is they shipped everybody that backed this the core box first, and then all the stretch goals and the expansions that they had as add-ons in the campaign will be coming later. So this is just the retail. This is exactly what you would get if you bought this retail. Okay, this is the retail core box. So all I've done at this point is I've unshrinked it. So let's take a quick look at Zombicide Green Horde. Now, I got into the Zombicide thing starting with Black Plague. So yeah, there you go. Alright. Wow. Very thick book here. Shows you the minis. Just gonna quick look through here. Not a lot of difference, it looks like. Looks like there's the Necromancer Cabal variant. It's interesting. Choose an Necromancer you want the Survivor team to face. Alright, so that's cool. There's rules for that. It talks about typical stuff. It looks like, alright, so then it looks like there is quest 4, 7, 10. Looks like there's 10 quests. So, pretty much, I mean, honestly, not really a lot different than the original. And of course, you do have on the back here, you've got the priority orders, so you know when to fight what. That does tend to be important. These are news have broken. These news have broken formation are fighting in different positions. Let's see these other parts. Okay. So apparently we're supposed to put the sticker on the box to help us know where they all go. That's interesting. Oh no! What the heck, fire? What the heck is that? Okay, now we've got some stuff here. Some weird molds that I guess we will worry about in a minute. Don't really know what those are for. Let's see. Let's take a look at the minis first, though. Right? Okay. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Let's set this over here. So, what do we got? What do we got? So, of course, we have our hero cards, standard. Nothing different about that. Actions, what they get, etc., etc. So that's not different. We've got some stands, 6 colors. Again, kind of what we had before. We have hit dice. We have ye old pegs. Alright, so that's standard. We have a really fat stack. A fat stack of armor, weapons, basically equipment, and all the zombie cards. It looks like there. And just to give you an example, this is one of the heroes. And let's see, let me find a different hero. This is one of the heroes. I think this is actually the hero that's on the front of this. Yeah, so this is a seam. So, pretty thick stack. Alright, let's put that right there. Set that over there. And take a quick look at the cards. And then remember, this is a standalone, so this is not necessarily an expansion, but you can use the old stuff with it. Alright. So, oh, thanks for that. So let me get out all of this. Oh. Yeah. So lots of equipment cards. Now the cool thing there is one cool thing about this, if I can find. Yeah. So one of the things that they have done this time around is they have done some pairings with weapons and equipment. So for instance, this Norse sword, we have this armor, right? Add +1 die to another equipped melee weapon. So that's a little bit of synergy with that. But the cool thing is, if you have this Norse sword, gain +2 die if Norse shield is also equipped. So normally it's only 1 die, right? So you're thinking, well, that's not really that much. With the Norse shield, it becomes 3, which is awesome. So I do actually really like that synergy, because that synergy did not exist before, and I really think it's just a really cool thing. So of course, you have your normal stuff: axes, chainmail, crossbow, some daggers, some new combat spells, yield, dragon bile, hammer, falchion, lightning ball. So you have all that. You've got your plate, plenty of arrows, plenty of bolts. Right, so not really. I mean, there are different things here, right? But not anything earth-shattering, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So what is different though is these Horde cards. So in addition to your normal activations, right, you're going to add runners, fatties, walkers. You may also be adding to the Horde, and basically this sits over to the side, right, and then at some point, alright, all those cards say assemble the Horde. They're all the same thing, but they do have different numbers. At some point, let's see here. At some point, yeah, here we go. We go from are these all different? No. We go from having Horde sit out there, then all with the enter the Horde, all, oh gosh, focus, all the Horde that you set aside shows up. And you can be talking about potentially 5, 10, 12 of your worst nightmares coming out. And that could be a combination of fatties, orcs, walkers, runners, all that. So it can get really nasty really quick. Of course, we have our 6-player boards. Not a lot has changed with this. I'm actually, there's 3 extra slots up here, so I'm not really sure what those are for yet. But it looks pretty much exactly like the other ones, with the slider, right? With your experience, with your experience at the bottom. This should be where you're picking your skills, right? When your card sits in here, you're picking your skills, and then you have your 2 weapons, your health up here, and I do not know what, I don't know what that top was for, but I guess we'll find out. So that's that. So one of the cool new things to kind of help combat the Horde is this awesome trebuchet. And again, let me just show you kind of size-wise. The trebuchet is going to, you can activate it and you can use it to attack the Horde, or you can just attack a specific zone and it can do damage. The siege engine is what it's called, and you choose what you want to use. Do you want to use grape shot? Do you want to use boulders? Do you want to use scatter shot? And it changes the number of dice you roll and your hits and how much damage it does depending on what you pick. So that's really neat, and that's a way to kind of combat the Horde and keep the Horde down, is if somebody mans this. Of course, that does mean that somebody has to man that. So you kind of gotta be like, you know, do I want to man this to try to keep things down, or do I want to don't want to say, you know what, let's not do that. Let's do something different. Okay, so take a quick look. Put this back in here somehow. Oh, it goes this way. So here's the heroes. Pretty awesome looking heroes. I mean, I could be wrong, but I kind of almost feel like these have a little bit more detail than Black Plague. I'm going to start out by getting these all in the wrong places, I bet. What you want to bet? She goes right there, then she goes right there, then he goes right there. Nope. She goes right here. Oh, especially if I put her in the right way. So then there's the next hero. Now I'm showing you these fast. I just want you to see these. Oh my gosh, what is? You can really tell his face from his helm. It's wicked. And then here we go. Cool. Alright, then we have our baddies. So I believe this is going to be the Necromancer. Right. And all these are this green color too. So there's the Necromancer. Here's the big boss. It's pretty awesome looking stuff. And just to give you kind of a size comparison, there's a size comparison of the heroes and that guy. And actually, while we're doing that, I'll just go ahead and do this too, so you can kind of see. Trebuchet's just a little bit smaller than that, but that's kind of the progression of the sizes there. Now, the stretch goals though are going to include, I know, include like a dragon and a couple things that are definitely going to be up in that size scale there, especially the dragon. So here are some let's see, let me get the book, because there's a couple, some of this stuff is not looking familiar. I'm sure it's just sculpts. Oh, okay. So there's a bunch of sculpts for walkers. That's what it is. Okay. So fatties, there's basically two fatties that would appear. No. Are those the same thing? No. So there's the two fatties. There's the first one. And again, there's multiple sculpts. There's the first one. And here's the other fatty. Right. And then I'm going to show you the runners next. So here's a runner, and here's a runner. Okay, I was right. So here's the two runners. And there's the other runner. Pretty cool. Then you've got the walkers, which there's a ton of walkers here. And that's a walker. And that's not a walker. That's a walker. There's actually 5 different walker sculpts, which I kind of appreciate because walkers are fairly plentiful, and just having like 3 different sculpts, it's not horrible, but it did get old in the other ones. So there's the first walker. The second walker. And the third walker. He's going to look pretty cool if you paint him. Fourth walker. And the last walker. Kind of got like a priest or something going on there. So there you go. So there's a total of 35 walkers, 14 runners, 14 fatties. So that's 28, 30, 65. So a total of 71 minis, plus the siege engine. So 72 minis in this. Cool. So I still don't. Oh wait, let's see. Hold on a second. Da, 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 da. No. I was gonna see if I could take a quick look and see. See if it would tell me. Oh, that's what those are. Those trackers in the top. That's just okay. That's right. Those are the extra ones for your, for your normal, just out there for when you level up. Gosh, how did I not remember that? I'm trying to flip through here and see. I don't see anything. I don't see anything about these. See anything about this stuff in the bottom. So here's what came. I'll just show you if I can. This box came with the standard stuff, but it's got these like these plastic things in the bottom. I mean, I'm assuming that's like spacers to keep stuff from sliding around, which is cool, but I don't understand. I would have think it was for the tokens, but I don't think it's for the tokens. I think it's for the tokens, but I don't think it's for the tokens. If that makes any sense. Oh man. Okay. So let's pop open. What time is it? How are we doing on time? Okay. So this won't be too long. Let's pop open the map tiles here. Again, just from my initial observations, not a whole lot of difference in the thickness slash size of the cardboard. Alright, then from before, so let me just go ahead and get all this right back in here while I'm at it. I'll probably have to find a kind of a different storage solution for this, but this will do for now. Alright, so we have, of course, a couple tiles. You've got your standard spawn points, dragon bile, sound tokens, doors, right? First player token, hedges, barriers. Barriers are new, hedges are new mechanic. Of course, your tokens for different effects in the game. So there's your necromancers, all that sort of stuff. Your green, blue. I'm assuming one of these is probably, well, I guess green or blue. Yeah, that's right. So that's the tokens. And I think, quick shuffle through here. Yes, the rest of these are normal tiles. So just like in the original Zombicide, all the tiles are two-sided. The cool thing is on these, they have these hedges. You can see through them, and you can move into them. But if you move through them, there's a chance that you may encounter a zombie if you don't have line of sight. So that was cool. Hold on a second. And then of course you have kind of like the inside the city with the normal buildings and whatnot. The art is pretty good. It's definitely different than Black Plague. But I mean, I think that's kind of part of what they've got to do with this, right? With the hedges and stuff. Seems to be a lot more lighter and then like darker. I don't know. It's a different style of art, I feel like. Just looking at these. Oh, there's a lot of hedges there. And doop-a-doo. Oh, wow. You can see these hedges are going to be interesting. Okay. There you go. Two more. I believe there's 8, just like in the original Zombicide. Boo-doo-boo. And there you go. So there's all of those tiles. And that is actually it. That is everything in the box. So that is the unboxing of Zombicide Green Horde by Cool Mini or Not. Yeah, I think this game's gonna be good. I think they made, I feel like in the same way for Zombicide, that they made some really good changes in Black Plague. I think they've made some more good changes for Green Horde. So yeah, that's exciting, and it will be fun to see. It'll be fun to see how this plays out. So hopefully I'll get a playthrough of this done sometime soon. Of course, I'm still working on Massive Darkness. I really want to finish that campaign just to complete the whole thing so it's out there. But yeah, I think this will be a lot of fun. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being part of the channel. I'm the Board Game Roamer, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.